Hello and welcome to Backyard Food Guide. Today I'd like to talk about the perpetual spinach, also known as the perpetual leaf beet. I think what's interesting is that this plant is neither a spinach nor a beet, and in fact it is more closely related to chard. Of course, chard is related to beet, but clearly this plant looks a lot more like chard. This is an excellent summer alternative to spinach. Summer is a difficult time to grow spinach. It's definitely not a year-round plant, and spinach tends to flower and bolt and get bitter. So what's nice about this perpetual leaf beet is that it can be a substitute for spinach, and it is in many ways similar in taste to spinach, so more of a very mild chard. And especially if you're using the baby leaves, they can be put into salads or sandwiches in the same way that you would use spinach. And for the bigger leaves that may be a little bit tougher, they can be cooked, sauteed, and it can taste a lot like spinach as well. So as you can see from the photos, this particular perpetual spinach is bred to have a slimmer stalk, unlike regular chard, which has very beefy stalk. And also the perpetual spinach will have more leaf production as well. So the great thing about growing it in the summer is that it tends not to bolt in hot weather, and it is relatively disease resistant. So, and in terms of bugs, not even so bad. So potentially slugs might be attracted to it, but other than that, not a lot of pest problems related to this plant either. It is also super nutritious, rich in iron, calcium, and beta-carotene, and it is a relatively quick growing plant. You can harvest the baby leaves fairly quickly. The maturity date is 55 days, and you can start harvesting the outer baby leaves much sooner than that. So it is a great plant to succession sow as well, because you're likely to be able to grow it all year round, especially if you have milder winters. To sow from seed, it's a good idea to soak the seeds overnight in advance. And what you want to do is plant about ½ inch deep in the soil. And the spacing, the final spacing for the perpetual spinach should be about 12 inches apart. The seeds will germinate anywhere from 7 to 12 days. And it does like feeding. So some fertilization is important if your soil isn't a relatively rich soil. However, you don't have to fertilize weekly either for this one. As long as you have a soil that is rich in compost and perhaps has some worm castings, it should do quite well. So I hope you'll give perpetual spinach a try this summer, and please like and subscribe. Thank you.